Let's go through this referral process just a little more detail. It can only come through the dentist, so the patient and the parent shouldn't have anything that they should do or try to do until they hear from you. Is that right?
That's right. And most times when they hear from me is the first time that they know about it. Maybe the doctor has said someone from this office will call you, but most times it's the first time they've ever heard of it.
Surprise.
Yes. And it's fun because it makes the dentist and the dentist office the good guys, if you will.
Right. So the dentist, and this is true. It's they really turn to we try to reflect on the dentist that they are the good guys. They're the ones causing this. So what I know from this system and watching you administrate it, the patient should never be sent to our office.
Right.
The patient should never call the office. The patient shouldn't know anything about this. It is a gift from the dentist through us to this family.
And it's the dentist office and the hygienist and everybody involved in the dentist office. It's really important that you guys understand that they really don't need to send the patients directly to our office if they have the intent of nominating them for Arkansas OrthoCare. They need to go through the process, let us contact them, and follow the correct protocol. Can end up hurting them in the end if they do jump steps and try to come in and see us in our office.
Right, I've seen that happen, and I know what you're talking about. If they call the office, if they try to push their agenda ahead, there are actually negative points which will detract from their score.
Yes, sir.
So they need to just rest and be relaxed and let the dentist give them this gift and go through the steps of the process.
Right. Because we do keep it all out of our office. Everything is not located in the Arkansas Orthodontics offices. So when you contact our office and inquire about this,
confused, aren't they?
There's no knowledge of that patient because they're not a patient yet.
All right. So we don't want any missteps in that area. Now there are points, and I know we've had in a recent video we talked about points for Arkansas and Oklahoma state-based insurance. Tell the doctors a little bit about how the scoring is done. 40 points comes from them with their original referral.
Yes. Only 10 total points can be the financial scale number from 1 to 10.
Okay.
There is also a total of 30 points that can be possible from the letters and that they write, and they're evaluated by 3 different independent parties who have no knowledge of who the patient is. There's also a scale score of the severity of treatment, which comes from the handicapping scores that we use for state-based insurance. We just use the same system as the state-based insurance.
Okay.
And also an evaluation that our staff and doctor do of the patient and
when they come
in and their desire for treatment. So the only fluctuating number there is the state-based score, which can take it all the way, to high numbers. But usually the score is a total of around about 140.
What I hear you saying then is this process is designed to be inclusive rather than exclusive. We're just looking for patients that want it, that are going to comply, who and try to include them, try to get this treatment for them. What are the chances of patients getting approved once they're nominated for this?
Well, we've done OrthoCare nominations for at least the last year and a half. We've yet to see an entire year where we have been able to achieve the 72. We don't have the nominations from the dentists yet to get the 72.
All right, let me hear that again. We're committed to doing $300,000 worth of orthodontics, 72 cases a year, and we haven't had enough cases sent to us to get them approved.
Right. And a lot of our patients that you do nominate, unfortunately, have to be removed after the system. I want to talk a little bit about that, if you don't mind. There's patients who you send nominations to us as dentists, and then we contact that patient over and over again, and for whatever reason that we don't try to identify, they don't return the paperwork. They don't write the letters. They don't seem to want to grab hold of this gift. So they don't respond to us, and we have no choice but to remove them from the system. However, a dentist can nominate them again. Maybe there was something that was happening in the family that they didn't feel up to it. And they could always be nominated again. But of those patients that do send back their paperwork, we have an almost 90% approval rating at this point.
So it's meant to be inclusive. If they send you the tax return, they write the letters, they just do the basic stuff, 90% approval rating. We just don't have enough cases to process to do what we want to do. There's got to be 72 kids out there that need this. Okay. Let's assume for the sake of discussion that they just can't or don't want to do this, that the $600 makes a difference. What backup options do they have?
Really, the next best backup is our ReCare system, just allowing us to still maintain contact with that patient. Maybe there will be a time where the patient is ready or the parents are financially ready for that $25 a month I mean, that there's certain sacrifices that I know I could make if it was my child, but I understand there's extenuating.
So in summary, what would you have us take away from this? Is there anything that sticks out in your mind that the dentists need to take away from this?
Just that we're wanting to work together with those dentists, and that they could just keep their eyes peeled for those patients that we can serve alongside with them, and we can put them through the OrthoCare process. It's not a humiliating process. It's quite a rewarding thing, and we would love to see those state-based patients and those other extenuating circumstances served with orthodontic care.
So we need them to keep their eyes open and make an abundance of referrals so that we can do our, what are we going to do when we reach 72?
I'm not sure. We'll have to talk.
I know what we're going to do. We'll raise it. We'll do more. We'll do more pro bono treatment.
Great.
The bottom line comes down to doing excellent treatment for people who need it and not worrying about the money and trying to deliver value to our patients and to our doctors.
And we've made it easy. They can find it on our website.
It's on the website, razorbraces.com.